in the industry, you'd see a lot of changes. I mean, I think there's also legal changes you would have seen, where we've seen from the Mad Men era of being very sexist and even potentially racist with some of the branding, to nowadays where everyone has to be politically correct. But what I want to ask you is, tell me a bit about the science behind the branding.
Well, the science is really, I mean, like branding, I'm so passionate about it. Branding is about having a message that actually connects with your consumer. And if you understand who your consumer is and who your target market is, you may have a way of engaging with them on an emotional level that really cuts through the rest of the competition, so that you can actually resonate with them faster than anybody else. So the science is understanding. It's understanding that target market, understanding the essence of your brand and what you bring to offer to that target market, and what the benefits are, because, as you know, it's a standard thing of, you know, benefits sell, not features. Once you get the benefits through, then you can describe the features, and that's going to sort of clinch the sale for you.
Sure. So it's really, you know, getting those benefits out first, and then linking the features, which we've spoken a lot about, and what you're backing up and saying as well. Now, understanding your target market and the consumer is something that we have been batting on a lot about recently, and in order to close effective sales is really understand your target market. Now, do you have a couple of quick pointers and tips on how to identify your target market really quickly? I don't know, you do this for a living, and you know,
Well, I mean, we have a number of ways. Doing it really quickly, the first thing is, what does your product, how does your product help your customer? You know, what's that basic thing? If it's petrol, you know, like, it helps you get to your meeting on time. It helps you get the child to school on time. It's not about getting the petrol in the car. It's about the outcome. We do a process which is a little bit more intensive, which is called it's a client avatar workshop, which takes 2 to 3 hours, where we actually identify that specific person. And if it's not the specific person you think you have, it's the specific person you want to get. So it's down to the school that their children go to, the car that they drive. Do they like rugby union, or do they like NRL? You know, it's really building an avatar so you have an understanding of what section of the community they are, so you can change your language to speak to them directly. And you know, it's the nuances that really make the difference. Those little tiny touches. And once you have that as a formula, because a brand is a formula, then it's about consistently applying that over and over again, and that comes down to the personal branding as well. You know, how you represent your company is part of that brand, in terms of your language and your sales kits and all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah. We've just got a question in from Graham, Phoebe, and he talks about, what about personality? And I presume, Graham, you're asking about personality and brand. And if not, please let us know. But, you know, I think Graham's asking, what about the personality of the brand?
Well, that's very much part of the message that we devise. So the personality, you know, your small to medium markets, your fast-moving consumer goods, your corporate level. There's a whole range of different segments that you can speak to, and the language that you speak to them is representative of the brand personality of your business, I guess. We've done a tagline. We do taglines as part of our process. One of the taglines we've done for a power company, it's an industrial electrical company, is "More power to you." So what we're saying is, we're about power, but we're doing it for you, and we're empowering you, and so the personality is generous and warm and welcoming, and so, you know, it's a balance, if you like, of bringing that personality together with the words and then putting it in the right context, so that we really do engage.
Sure. No, that sounds. You know, it's a matter of engaging on that emotional level, and that's where that personality really comes in.
Well, emotion sells.
Yeah, totally. No, you're totally right. Emotion does sell. You just mentioned something here which is really important, is that, you know, brand is a formula and is about a repetition. And, you know, so why is consistency, commitment, and cut-through vital to rise above the competition in that?